Tonight's episode of the Vampire Squid Show is brought to you by, I swear to God, just fucking shit. I'm gonna make sure you die an uncomfortable death. Fuck. Tonight's episode of Vampire Squid Show is brought to you by Javi's Suffering.
Yo, that was great. Yo, do not delete that. Save that. I want that as a personal ringtone now. That was fucking great.
At this point, do we even go through with the sponsor?
Oh, no, fuck the sponsor.
No,
it's over now.
I brought my book. You know that means something. This is not top of my head. No, I brought my book for this song. I'm gonna fucking read it.
Yo, me and Jordano had the same plan. We didn't even talk to each other about it. We just said, fuck this shit. Fuck this nigga. Oh, man.
Tonight's episode of the Vampire Squid Show is brought to you by Kicks and Giggles, apparently.
Oh, this is great. Oh, this is good.
I'm sorry, Mitch. I'm sorry. I had to do it
Okay.
one last time.
I am not fucking sorry. Fuck you, Mitch.
I know you're not sorry.
All right.
Try to get composed.
Well, I'm not trying to. Shit was really funny. All right.
Find your center.
Usa.
All right, there you go. All the namastes.
Alright, tonight's episode of the Vampire Squid Show is brought to you by Big Head Mode, the documentary of the now forgotten special feature in video games. Follow journalist, generic middle-aged white guy name as he he goes through the history of video games, post-game features, and the rise and fall of one of the most underrated special features in video games, the Big Head Mode. I missed that shit. Javi, you are so immature.
I didn't do that. That wasn't even me. That was Jordano.
Jordan, what the fuck? You're better than this.
Who approved his mic?
I don't know.
It was a consensus and a budget was put into it. So whoever approved the budget is the one who's fucking Mike's problem.
I'm at home and I'm just like, oh man, this is a good one. Let me write this down so I can remember word for word.
Talk about Big Head Mode.
Yeah.
That was a really good unlock cheat for GoldenEye.
Yeah,
because their head was already outside the door before the door even opens.
The funny thing about it was that it was a really stupid like cheat or just
but it was
unlockable
just
mode
fun to have.
Yeah, but everyone wanted to do
bro.
it.
That game sucked.
Yeah, well,
I hated that game.
You need to relax.
The best way to play GoldenEye is mouse keyboard.
What?
It is. What? The best way to play GoldenEye is with mouse keyboard.
Emulator.
That goes for every shooter. Anyways,
but I believe the pardon me. The fucking last game I played that had big head mode was Batman Arkham Knight. That was the last game that I've seen that had big head mode. They put that
in there?
Yeah, it was.
Arkham Knight wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't. No. Arkham City, because I remember Catwoman had a big head too. That was funny. But yeah, I was just thinking about that, like all these special features in games, because we don't have that anymore. Everything's in DLC now.
Wow.
So you think they're gonna make big head mode a downloadable content?
Nah, I don't think no one's doing big head mode anymore anyway. It's just like, oh, spend $15 and then your character's shirt can be a different color. That's it.
And then actually, exactly where we're at in video games.
Sound like the microtransaction for you.
Mm-hmm. No, I just wanted to bring that up. It's fucking lame. So, I guess we could really quickly recap this week. I have to say, let's just have a quick moment of silence for the Mars rover.
Oh yeah,
the Mars rover died, and the saddest thing about
the
Mars rover,
Jesus Christ,
we're not doing that yet. The last message the Mars rover sent back to NASA was, "My battery is low and it's getting dark," and then it died.
I mean, it sounds like someone was on the edge of consciousness.
Yeah, that was crazy. The last message the Mars rover had until it died. So,
and it sent that photo.
Yeah.
That last photo.
The last photo.
Of its trail.
I mean, the speculations of why his battery died.
His battery died because his battery died.
Because
the batteries don't last forever?
The dust storms were blocking the solar panel. I'm like, why couldn't they make it dust proof? I'm like, come on, really? NASA?
Dust proof.
NASA? Come on.
They should have spent more money on that dust proof.
But the funny thing about it, too, is that NASA's funding is depleting.
Please take responsibility. That's your message.
That's the sad thing about it.
Really? Really?
I mean, the phones are being made dust proof these days, so. They are. They're actually putting dustproofing into phones and stuff like that. So it's not really that outlandish.
So,
if you think
so
about
I
it.
guess like a damn towel is not gonna help anymore. Is it?
Yeah, because Mars Rover's gonna have extra spare towels in his fucking pocket.
But it's gonna be dustproof.
Yeah, yeah.
Why didn't they
They
send
couldn't
two
put
up
like
there?
a,
Both your
a
theories are so
hard
you can clean each
windshield
other?
wiper
No,
as
so you have a friend.
and notice it's covered in dust.
Car
Windshield wiper.
I'm like,
Fuck.
Oh, you mean? Forget it.
Well, if you
You
think
take responsibility for
a
that.
car windshield wiper would have actually used more power, so it would have had to have been able to absorb even more solar power than it already needed to move.
but it's a recyclable energy.
Why don't you
Yeah.
just go up there and wipe it for them? Because you like wiping everything.
Shit, I wish.
I can just imagine up there in his astronaut suit. Yeah. Get the Windex. Yeah. No, get the rubbing alcohol. Yeah.
No, those wet wipes.
Yeah, wet
And the
wipes.
Fabuloso.
Wet naps. Fabulous. Oh, yeah.
He'll probably clean Mars.
I was at work the other day and
Go
some
ahead.
white lady was like, "Oh, do you have Fabuloso?" I'm like, "Oh, you know Fabuloso." You ain't getting that fucking
Sent to,
Oh,
to the
hell
ethnic
no.
section.
yeah.
Well, they don't have the alcohol over there. They have the alcohol, the one with the leaf in it.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
for some reason that leaf makes everything better.
What happened to pharmacies that always had that Spanish section? You remember there was always like that one Spanish with the like Hispanic specific products. It's like one little corner. They don't have that anymore because they're racist.
Right? They feel the need to put an Indian on a lot of them.
Yeah.
I feel like having that section is racist, but okay.
No, it's not racist because people come in looking for that stuff specific and they get mad because they can't fucking find it.
It's better to keep it together than to like mix it in with everything else.
Yeah, because they started looking around. They're like, oh, the other day, some lady's like, oh, where's the Vaporub? And then my coworker's like, the fuck is that? The Vaporub. I'm like, she's actually for Vicks Vapor Rub. It's like, what the fuck? It's like, yeah, this is Vaporub. I'm like, oh my God. He was so close. Like, what the fuck is she
dude.
asking?
No, speaking of that, like back in my Rite Aid days, a Spanish person came up to me and asked me for colgate, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? What is that? I'd never heard that before. I never said Colgate in Spanish.
Yeah. At that point, I'm like, just show me a picture. And then they show you a picture. And like, oh,
I was done, dude. I was done.
Colgate.
Colgate. Jesus.
Oh, Sprite. Need a Sprite.
Yeah, it's Sprite.
Yeah, apparently there's an E in the beginning of Sprite.
Wow, that's funny. Vaporub.
Vaporub. All right, let's just get this out the way so Javi can shut up about it. Talk about that fucking breakdancing Jesus dude.
Breakdance and
You
cholo.
mean the pop locking cholo?
Yeah, Jesus Christ. So apparently fucking Javi showed us a video of some guy who's trying to get his wife back. And the only way to do it is just try to show that he's...
For the record, this is the story he's running with right now.
Seriously, like he lost his wife. So he's all like, oh, I'm trying to get her back, so I'm trying to show
background story.
that, you know,
He
I've
created his whole
reformed.
elaborate background story of the pop locking cholo that is just really infatuated with Jesus Christ.
But he's like, no. But mija, no, I'm part of God now. I'm with Jesus Christ. Look. Oh, sword.
Yeah,
Chest compression.
Stop it on the enemy.
he got an eternal teardrop for Jesus Christ.
Yeah, eternal teardrop of Jesus Christ. He's there like, oh, yeah. He's like just pop locking and stuff because his breakdancing career couldn't work out when he was like younger. So he's like, I'm gonna try to do it now. So you have like that fucking weird dance 80s music. Remember, ever seen Break It 2 Electric Boogaloo? Got that theme song in the background. He's like dancing, he's break dancing, and he pulls out a magical sword.
No one's seen that.
You never seen Break It 2 Electric Boogaloo?
No, you're probably the only idiot.
So, Break It? I didn't even see Break It 1.
There wasn't a Break It 1.
Because it wasn't broken yet. Because it wasn't broken yet. That's why.
Break It 1 came after Break It 2. I'm joking, CJ. So yeah,
Okay,
so this
how
guy.
you re-break something?
No, Break is a dance movie.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah, that's what's called Break It. It
Oh, I guess.
From what era?
was an 80s movie.
No wonder.
Like pure 80s with like the ripped up, like the sleeveless jean jackets with the studs on them. And like the crazy Jerry curls with the cut up gloves. And the pants tighter than now.
Why is he so excited about this?
Because it's funny as fuck. Like my sister watched, what the fuck are you watching? She's like, it's Break It.
It's Break It.
It's Break It. I'm just like, I will. Go back to my hentai. Anyway.
She said it's break it? I was supposed to say it's broken. Like,
The movie was broken, that's for sure.
But the name was Break It.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ is the Lord. So this guy's breakdancing and shit, and he keeps saying Jesus Christ as if the guy's actually going to come down and breakdance with him. He's probably asking for a dance bout. That's probably why he's doing it. He's bringing out the holy cardboard, and He's gonna break dance with them. He's like, I challenge the Lord, Jesus Christ. And he's like, look, the enemy, and he stomps his foot. It's the stupidest viral video I've seen all week, and you gotta thank Javi for that because that's all he does all day.
And then as it reaches its climax, he pulls out his Jesus beanie.
Yeah, he has a Jesus beanie.
And breaks through the veil.
But the funny thing about it is that like he has this beanie and he shows off that the word Jesus on the beanie, which is kind of counterproductive because his t-shirt already says Jesus. So he has a hat that says Jesus and a t-shirt that says Jesus. So it's like you don't really overemphasize that your clothes.
So that means he's Jesus squared now.
He's Jesus squared. He's Jesus pi. 0.3142 whatever. Like he's that extreme on it.
Jesus Christ.
And it's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And now forever, I'm gonna hear Jesus Christ, and I'm gonna have to stomp my foot and look for the enemy, and then pull out the fucking spear, the sword,
and decompress your chest,
and decompress, and then recompress, and I'm gonna have to start breakdancing. And it's bad enough that I dance already as is, and I'm gonna have to dance to this now. And it's gonna be sad because I'm gonna be out in public, and someone's gonna say something like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, shit sucks." And I'm gonna have to start breakdancing, like, "Fuck, Jesus Christ, it's the trigger."
And could he not like afford a more up to date beat?
No,
that shit was mad. What 80s?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why he's trying to relive his past. So he's like, "Oh, make it that one song that I know from when I was like 12."
It didn't even make me think of anything like spiritual.
It's a gimmick, bro.
Maybe. I feel like he believed it.
He didn't believe it. He believed he gonna get that money.
Seemed like he believed it.
Dude, church money is the shit. If this podcast doesn't work, we're just gonna say we're a Christian podcast and just keep it the same. And then people will start listening to us.
If people listen to...
Pretty much that. That's it right there. Jesus Christ, the Lord, with the sword, striking the enemy. Stomp it. Caesar's dropping shit. He's dropping shit for the Lord. Oh, yeah, we all popping locking. No one can see because it's audio. Check it out.
You gotta turn it off. They'll take it down.
We're gonna get demonetized. Even though we're not monetized. In order to get demonetized, we have to be making money off of this.
No, but like it'll get taken down.
That's true. No, it only gets taken down if we were making money off of it.
I thought if you're using it without permission.
No. If our channel is monetized and like we're making money and they catch it, they're gonna demonetize us, which means we won't make money off of it. And then if we do it again, they'll take down our channel. So what happens first is that whoever owns the song will start getting the money of the money that we make from it. But since we're not making money, no one's going to do anything because that's all it is at the end of the day. If they can get money out of you, then they'll start bitching. So, yeah.
What was that guy's name? The one that just tried to go across Antarctica?
I don't even know.
Was it David? Was it Goggins?
I was going to call him Iceman.
They got
Collins.
I forgot his name. Anyways, apparently he was paid to take this trek across Antarctica and then like lie to the world and say that the world's not flat because he didn't see the edge. It was a lie.
Because he never made it.
He was a shill.
He's a shill.
That's all it is, man. Just don't believe it.
Don't believe the lies. Believe in Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure Jesus.
Colin O'Brady.
Yeah, that guy.
Jesus in heaven right now, just like, yeah. Yeah.
He's stomping on my enemies.
Yeah, I don't have to do it anymore. I'm tired. I just want to watch fucking Wayne. Yeah.
Yo, dude, every time, like, while I'm scrolling through Instagram and I see people say, like, yeah, leave it in the hands of God. I'm like,
now we know.
I'm like, what?
Now we know that the Cholo's dealing with it.
No, but like, let's be honest for a second. Like, those people who like say that type of stuff, like, I'm just leaving it up to God. If it's what He wants, it'll happen. Like, so wait, you're telling me that if you sit on your couch, but God wants you to like be rich, you're gonna suddenly become rich because He wants that?
That's how it works. Yeah.
That's not how it works.
That's pretty much
That's not how it works. That goes beyond.
That makes sense to me.
That goes beyond the law of attraction.
Cijo, as your
crazy.
producer, please speak into your mic, please. Thank you.
Shut up, you sound stupid.
Why you have ice in your mouth?
Yeah,
You sure it's ice?
Getting ready to suck that dick.
Yeah, get nice and cold. Oh, that shit is weird.
Oh,
When that
missed a
happens,
pull out.
Wait, you pulling out and sucking at the same time?
Damn.
yo, he's reached a new level.
Jesus Christ.
Did you get a trophy for that?
Stomping on the enemies. I'm sorry. It triggered off.
Damn.
I apologize.
I'm pretty sure the neighbors downstairs heard that stomp too. They're looking up like, damn, he's stomping them enemies again? Damn. Without us?
Jeez. I can't even say Jesus Christ anymore without like thinking of that fucking guy.
Jeez.
Oh.
I was going to say it too, so I changed it to Jeez. Like, jeez. Jesus Christ! Fuck, this podcast is ruined because of Javi and stupid Jesus Christ.
So, has anyone seen the new Nintendo or the latest Nintendo Direct?
I didn't watch it.
Adam,
pretty good.
All you need, no, it's not pretty good. All you need to know is that Fire Emblem is going to be pretty good. Everything else is bullshit.
Fuck you.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
Link Awakening
Link
looks
Awakening?
great.
No one cares.
Dragon Quest Builder?
You don't fucking care.
Dragon Quest 11?
Dude, a lot of people care, bro. Link Awakening was an amazing game.
Another game I could platinum in, maybe. No,
You can't platinum in
no,
Nintendo.
No.
Well, Nintendo and Xbox are doing a collaboration soon, so we might get some achievements.
But that's not a platinum.
But you get a platinum achievement.
You can't, dude.
Nintendo is the equivalent of me drawing a picture and everyone likes it, and then every year I just redraw that picture. And I'm just like, hey, new content. I just redrew the same picture I drew like 3 years ago.
I mean, Sony pulled that off with the story so far.
Yeah.
Final Mix 1 and 2.
So you're telling me that Nintendo in general is literally the company version of Kingdom Hearts?
Basically.
Yep.
Basically.
Well, that's not good.
What can we do?
People are gonna still buy it.
You're right. They do release Monster Hunter on handheld, so we're good.
Exactly.
Wait for that game, bro.
You didn't even know you needed that game until they announced it. I've been waiting for that game.
I said I can't wait to play that game.
My bad.
You misheard me. Dilho.
Well, stop having ice in your mouth.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, man. Okay, let me stop. Fuck.
Sorry.
This is the stomping episode,
Sorry,
apparently.
dude. Something compelled me.
Well, we started.
Yeah. I think it was the Holy Ghost.
Jesus compelled you. Jesus Christ.
Oh, sorry, what were you going to say?
Power of Christ. So we just started watching this new this show on YouTube. YouTube show, Wayne.
Wayne, bro, that
Which-
shit is
It
amazing.
happens to be a pretty good show.
Highly
For
recommend
almost-
Wayne.
But it's like good for no reason. Like I feel like I'm watching it for
I
no
mean,
reason, but I'm
it
enjoying
works,
it.
You know, and it all ties in together at the end. You
I
know what I mean?
hope
Like
so.
everything really makes sense.
I would hope so.
Everything kind of
It's great he
ties in
spoiled
pretty
it for
neatly.
me because I wasn't expecting anything to tie in the way it was going anyways. It's just-
Wayne,
Yeah, it's just random as all hell. But it just seems like a guy that's gonna eventually find himself. I don't know. Or a kid, excuse me.
I mean, if anything, if anyone wants to know, Wayne is pretty much about this kid named Wayne.
He's obviously named after Bruce Wayne
Yeah. But
and John Wayne.
without spoiling
And Wayne's
anything,
World.
without spoiling much, Wayne is on a quest of revenge, really.
To get his dad's car back.
Yeah, because the thing is, he needs to get his dad's car back because the guy who took the car was a piece of shit. to
Well,
his-
no.
Who took his wife, too.
His mom left with some other guy and took the dad's car somehow because obviously the dad
And
was
the
a beta male.
dude was so proud that he did this that he sends him a postcard.
Yeah, he sends his dying father a postcard of the car and his wife to rub in his face that not only did he take his car, he took his wife.
Every year.
Every year.
No. Not only did he take his wife, he took his car.
Mm-hmm. So pretty much Wayne is on a quest to get the car back because technically the car, was supposed to be given to him. And honestly speaking, the car is like the last tether to his dad.
Which doesn't make any sense because if it was actually your car, no one would be able to actually take it because it's registered under your name. So it's
I mean,
kind
they
of
are
weird.
from Boston.
No. What it was like he bought
True.
the car and then he sold it to his dad, to the guy because he needed the money. What was the CD again?
He
No.
bought the car from the guy.
Oh, okay.
And then the guy took off with the car.
Oh, okay. So technically, yeah. He paid for it.
And his wife.
Yeah. He paid for the wife? Okay, nice.
No. He took off with the car and the wife.
Yes.
I guess she never got to get out of the car, so she just went off to the right.
Oh, okay. Other than that, it's a really good show. It's solid. I like the acting. The actors are good. The guy who plays Wayne.
The acting is actually super surprising.
It was for a YouTube show, very surprising.
Yep.
So it's it's a half an hour show, 10 episodes long.
You want
It's on
something that doesn't take a lot of thinking.
It's not that really that takes a lot of thinking.
No,
It's just-
something that doesn't take a lot of thinking. Because
Okay.
you know you have shows like Westworld where you're like, there's a whole bunch that you have to take in with it.
Westworld, but it's just good though.
Westworld's really good, but there's so much going on that you have to actually process. This is like just a straightforward show. It gives you laughs and a bunch of other stuff.
I miss Battlestar Galactica, man. Like Westworld just reminds me of Battlestar Galactica.
Yo, Westworld was so good. I just finished it. Oh shit, that was
I
good.
need to get back on it. Oh my god, I was loving that show. Westworld's great.
The way it ended, I was like, okay, you got it. You got it. Okay, I can't be mad.
I want a Westworld.
I would love it. I'd kill everyone.
I'd fuck everything.
That too. But I'm killing everyone.
And that's what they do in Westworld. Like, there's brothels and stuff in Westworld, and then like friends just going.
Hold
like,
on,
yeah,
hold
just
on, wait. So Westworld, it's a world where like I don't want to call the people in the world robots. They call them hosts, but they're not actual like human beings.
they're Cylons. Just put it like that. Cedro will understand if they're Cylons.
Like they're made out of like human tissue and stuff like that at this point, but they're not like people. You know, they're still programmed and stuff like that.
They're
So
Cylons.
you go
They're
in-
androids.
they're hosts. Anyway, they're kind. I don't know.
For the simplest way to put it, yes, it's a theme park set in the Wild West, and the host and the animatronics in this world are, let's just say, androids for now.
All right.
But they're more advanced androids because they can bleed, they have skin, they're super realistic and all that stuff. And the thing about it too is that they're programmed. Like they wake up every day and they have a specific thing they do.
They're story loops.
Story loops. They go through their story loops all the time, and then people come to this theme park. And then, and it's an actual, like, it's land. It's not like VR or anything. It's actual land.
Actual place.
Yeah.
You go and you can fucking kill people, but like the hosts, like this, if they shoot you, you feel it, but they can't kill you.
Yeah.
There's like a line of code that keeps that from happening.
Yeah. So
Somehow.
there's like scenarios that happen where it's like, people will go into the park and they'll be in a bar, and there can be a scenario like maybe someone's trying to rob the bar, and then since you paid to get in, you can play to be like the hero or something, and then you kill the bad guy, and it's like, oh yeah, I feel like I'm in an actual Western or whatever, and they just do that over and over.
Or you could just be a badass and kill everyone in town.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter, and then that's what they're just programmed to do. But of course, when it comes to a story like this, and the concept of AI and artificial intelligence and sentience comes into play, and we'll just leave it like that. Because, if anyone wants to watch it and want spoilers, it kind of comes into play like that. And then drama ensues in the park with the host.
It's like they're trying to understand consciousness.
Mm-hmm. So, like Battlestar Galactica, with the Cylons ended up getting, like, conscious individuality, and, like, do I have a soul? The host, some of the hosts, that concept comes into play.
So they sort of touch on base with the whole concept of, like, how can non-living things have hearts?
Like Kingdom Hearts, yes. But real quick, though, let's just establish this, that the show was based off of an old movie.
I did hear about that.
It's based, there's an old movie, like, from the 70s called Westworld, and it's based off of that. So television is based off of that. So let's get that out of the way. But other than that, really good show. And I keep saying I miss Battlestar Galactica because it really does remind me of Battlestar Galactica, just in the Old West. Like, it's really good.
You notice how different we are? Like, you'd fuck everything, and I'm just like, I want to kill everything.
No, because I'm just thinking about that one scene where they're in the brothel, and then the guy's like, yeah, come on, man, it's so good, it's great. And it's Jordan, since when did you become such a troll? You hang out with Javi too much.
No, yeah, but like, you can do what you want in there. You
Yeah.
can be who you want to be, no judgment.
Yeah.
Just do what you do.
I mean, you pay to get in, so therefore...
So it's kind of like the anime Dead Man's Wonderland.
No,
Not really, because
Dead
Dead Man's
One-
Wonderland is a bunch of prisoners.
Exactly, that's different.
Yeah, and they're forced to do games for entertainment.
This, basically, you're going into a park and you're doing what you want with these things that are not exactly human.
So, like, if you go to Disney World...
if I pay to get into the park, is it just me and everyone else is androids?
No,
No,
there's
you come with
people there,
friends and
too.
stuff, yeah. You can come with friends and
So
everything.
we can go as a group.
Yeah.
We can't kill each other. I mean, I could tie you to a tree, but we can't kill each other,
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's a good show.
really good show. You should, you and Jasmine check it out.
I might. Bro, did you guys see the... fuck you. Did you see... what's it called? Russian Doll?
I saw the trailer and I'm going to check it out.
What's Russian Doll?
Apparently I don't know like the entire story behind it, but she keeps on dying and reliving the same day.
Oh, so it's Happy Birthday, Happy Death Day or whatever, right? It's pretty much Happy Death Day.
Kind of. Kind of.
Did you already watch it?
Yeah. I seen how it's pretty good. It kind of takes like a... holy shit, why did you do that?
Oh, it's on Netflix.
Because you're too fucking far from the mic.
shit.
Move
Far from the
forward.
mic.
Yo, fuck...
Just put him up again.
It,
Really.
kind of takes like a weird turn, though.
That's good to know. Because the trailer, like, all right, looks interesting, but I don't feel like I'm going to run to watch it.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't very long. You could get through it pretty quick. I mean, it kind of takes like this weird turn. And yeah, you know, wasn't. Can you put that down? Thank you. That's better.
Move closer to the mic, please.
Fuck you.
So then I'll keep putting it up.
Yeah,
That's my producer's job.
Yeah, so I think we should like fire Jordan. You know what I mean? Gonna replace him. You know, this guy played too much games. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You do know the door is right behind you, to the right.
what?
He's telling you to get
He
out.
exits the room, makes a right, then makes a left, then another right.
I mean,
And
he's
the front
saying
door is right there
door's
to the
your
front.
right. He's pointing
Oh,
to
there's a
my left.
Beetlejuice musical.
There's a Beetlejuice musical. Yo, we should go see that.
That'd be cool. I'd actually check that out.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Anyways,
I want to
so
see
about that Batman cross TMNT.
Yeah, Batman versus Batman with the Ninja Turtles.
How about that? What are your thoughts on like them doing this?
All right,
I mean, it's been done. Didn't you see it like back in the day on the live action TV show when they crossed? You guys didn't see that seriously?
Well, I
There
read
was
those are
Ninja
comics.
Turtles crossing with Power Rangers.
I'm sorry, it was with Power Rangers.
Yeah, it was Power Rangers. It was it was not just Power
man
Rangers.
is
It was
that?
was it Power Rangers in space?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, I messed up.
But there was 2 comic book series with Batman and the Ninja Turtles.
How many times have I done this on this show? Messed up with something.
You lost count.
Said the wrong fucking song.
I mean, last week with the whole flat Earth.
We are not getting back into that. So anyway, Batman with Ninja. All right. So the thing about this is that I'm wondering on who's
Somebody passed me the cap.
making
It took a lot
it.
for me to like hold that in. But yeah, last week
kind of fuck it at this point.
what?
No. Like what was it? Fucking the art style. I'm just wondering who's making it. Is it like a main DC animated series thing, or is it just be a side thing? Because they do their main like head animation stuff, and the main stuff is usually the stuff that has the sneak peek at the end of like the DC. Like, you know, you buy the DVD or the Blu-ray, and there's always like a special feature that has a sneak peek of the next animated movie. So that's their main title stuff, and they always do kind of stuff on the side. This looks like something that's on the side, but it depends though, because like if it's a preview at like I think it's like Reign of the Supermen, then it's a main title. If it's not and they're doing something else, then it won't be a main title. But either way, I'll definitely check it out. And I'm not surprised because, you know, Ninja Turtles were a DLC character in Injustice, so they already had the whole Batman Ninja Turtles thing going on in there.
They had that with the miniseries in the comic books.
Yeah, so they
They
actually
had
it was 2.
two series.
There was 2
Yeah.
series. So this is exciting.
Well, I mean, for that one, but they then did have another sort of like a young reader's comic book. There was an ongoing series with Batman Ninja Turtles,
Okay.
but kind of like that Nickelodeon kind of art style.
Ugh.
So I passed on it.
I mean, I think we can expect good things from it just because DC always does a good job with their animated stuff. So
So a quick recap on that. What else happened this week that's interesting?
I mean, aside from Pop, Lock, and Cholo, and someone walking across Antarctica by himself.
Oh,
And-
we all finally beat Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, we all finally beat Kingdom Hearts.
No.
No. All of you finished it, but one person platinumed it.
Platinumed it.
Oh yeah, Javi, talk us through the platinuming of the game.
I want to know the difference between someone finishing the game and someone platinuming the game.
The difference is more wasted time.
Oh shit!
That's
What
the
does
difference.
platinum mean?
What?
You have
Platinuming,
to elaborate.
So
platinuming
the
game
platinum-
means you got all the trophies.
Platinum is a weak ass metal that's high in value, but can't be sold alone because it's too weak to be sold alone. So it has to be mixed with other metals just so that it can actually hold its shape and not get damaged while you actually own it. So your platinum trophy ain't shit.
There.
Who else is surprised by Adam's useless metal knowledge?
I actually have a lot of useless fucking knowledge. It's weird.
I mean, he's an experienced smelter, so
Yeah.
he smelts metal.
Yeah.
He forges swords to strike the enemy. Jesus Christ!
Oh, also this year for Christmas, I'm planning to get all of us, even myself, engraved Bowie knives. So yeah, thank me later.
I mean, I guess I'll thank you. When it's in
I'll
my
only
hand.
accept it if it says it doesn't make a dent on it.
All of them are gonna say
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't make a dent.
You can say damn. Like that.
Extra ease. Dent.
I want the shirt that I posted on the Instagram.
Yeah, I think mine would have to say Invisible Dom on it.
I think
No,
yours
no.
would have to say pull out, and then the sheath. No. The sheath is gonna say pull out, and then the knife's gonna say king.
King. No.
With an exclamation point.
God,
No,
I've been
the-
waiting for that joke to die.
No, his knife's gonna be engraved saying you dropped this.
Wow.
Oh, that's the one.
He's like, you dropped that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Javi's gonna say Jesus Christ. And we're back.
Did you guys hear about that guy? I'm pretty sure he's trolling, but he's suing his parents because he didn't give consent to being born.
What?
Yeah, because apparently before you even exist, you can give consent.
What?
Both his parents are lawyers.
I'm done.
I mean, he's
done with this world,
He's
bro.
clearly trolling because of the state of things today.
Yeah.
But it's kind of funny. I didn't give consent to being born. I don't want to have to pay bills and all this stuff and be an adult. Which is, I mean, it's a pretty good argument.
You
though.
know,
It
this
has
is
to
the
be
equivalent.
born.
This is the equivalent of the first Incredibles movie where the guy was just like, "Oh, you didn't save my life. You prevented my death."
And then won the case.
Exactly.
Fucking. That's like too. A couple of years back, there was a guy that I think like he was trying to like fix something on his roof, fell off a ladder, broke his leg on his own property, and sued himself and won.
How you sue yourself and win? Who
I mean, I would hope that you win.
giving the money back to yourself?
I mean, he wins the case. The money comes like his insurance would then pay him.
Wow.
So
How
he
do you-
he sued his insurance.
But I mean, can you blame the insurance for you breaking your own leg?
No,
So how you win that?
I don't know.
How do you sue yourself and win?
It's kind of like how people can marry themselves, apparently.
You can do that legally.
There's people that marry dolls.
Yeah. There's people that marry dolls. There's women who marry themselves, which is funny because there's always women that marry themselves. Never a guy that marries himself.
There's an article of a female marrying
The Eiffel
dolls
Tower.
because they all look like zombies.
That's real. Some
What?
chick married the Eiffel Tower.
I did hear about that.
And what was it about zombies, Jordan? You said something about zombies.
A chick married a doll because it was a zombie. She was
How was it doll as zombie?
infatuated with this whole zombie look, style, on everything.
But it's technically not a zombie because it has to have been a zombie's the undead, so it has to have been alive
Yeah,
It's
and
a
died.
was-
zombie style doll.
A doll, dude.
He
It,
did
was
say-
like,
It wasn't
was
really a
fucking
zombie.
It was a zombie action figure. Okay, she married a zombie action figure.
Yeah, like from High School of the Dead.
Is this like it's like Ted 2, where Ted wanted to get married, but he couldn't get married because he's not a living thing. He had to prove he had a soul and stuff.
Which
Yeah,
he
that
did
ain't
win
seen
that.
that
He did
too.
win that case.
The sad thing about this is that like you hear all this shit and it's like maybe the Jesus Christ guy's not as crazy as we thought. Like damn.
Unless Jesus didn't give consent to him dancing in the name of him.
And then Jesus is gonna sue, and then everyone's suing everyone. Like I didn't give consent. Slander
It'd be
of
like
my
Jesus'
name.
third coming.
Yes, third. When was the second coming?
When he rose from the dead.
He didn't rise. He took vacation. He didn't come back.
I mean, he came back to everyone else, though.
So, fucking shit.
And this would be the other vacation that he comes back from.
It comes to a point in life where you just don't have any more energy to give a shit about the stupid things people do.
That's why we have to go into monk mode.
Consent is a hell of a thing.
Consent is a word that's likes to be played around because people believe they have this unlimited amount of rights that they don't earn.
I mean, I think you definitely have the right to say no to things.
But the thing is like, I have the right to say no to not being born, even though I've had no.
I mean, he was trolling. He's trolling. He's definitely trolling. Like, he's not actually going to sue his parents, but
Is that the key to life, to just troll everything? I mean, Hobby believes in that, right?
All day.
There you go. Troll all day, every day. And then when he dies, his tombstone's going to say, made you look.
that'd be good. If you die before me, I'm going and I'm going to, like, defecate on your grave.
I mean, it's good fertilizer.
It is. It is. I might dig you up, too, like, twice.
Real quick, Sige, The new season of Walking Dead's coming out. And I know you don't give a shit, but
no, that's not. We don't talk about Walking Dead.
no, but real quick though, they're finally bringing in the Whisperers after they're like 3 or 4 seasons late, but they're finally bringing in the Whisperers.
Who watches Walking Dead?
No, I'm not. I'm not watching. I know he doesn't watch it. I'm just saying
nobody
that
here watches it, but
all
people
I'm saying
still
is
watch it.
that
Dude, got a cult following.
all I'm saying
They're
is
still
that there's
making
there's a group of villains that were in the comic book. And I'm just letting them know, like, yo, like they finally are doing this Whisperers arc, and they're mad late.
How does a mainstream show have a cult following?
A lot of shows have cult followings. Man.
It's a mainstream show.
So if nobody watches it,
Everyone watches it. We don't watch it.
No one watches it anymore, so I think it's back to being a cult following because it's losing viewers.
I fucking hate that shit.
It really is. Like, Walking Dead has lost a lot of
Walking
viewers.
Dead is like the All My Children of zombie shows.
Pretty much. They milked it and you dropped that. Stop dropping stuff. I swear to God.
Turned it into a song, bro. You can't even be mad. I mean, you've only dropped that about 60 times today.
In the last hour.
Damn. So once per minute.
So, yeah.
So anyways, going into like people going after like mundane
Illusions.
illusions? No, like mundane jobs like corrections and NYPD. Like they'll go to school for 2 to 4 years and then sign up to be a fucking cop. It's like, what? Really? And then they'll tell you, yeah, man, I'm going to start off making $40K a year. And it's like, what? Like, if your goal is to make a lot of money, maybe you should chase a lot of money. That's not making a lot of money. You're going to something because of the security of it.
Maybe that's all they want.
I don't know, man. I feel like you're basically walking around with blinders on.
I mean, the way I see it is, the more people who have blinders on means less people that want the goal that I want. It just makes the path easier for me. Like, one shouldn't really worry about whether someone else is underachieving, just worry about you overachieving.
I mean, clearly it doesn't make your goal any easier, because if your goal was easier, more people would want to go into it.
I mean, their lack of success doesn't benefit or change what I plan on doing. But I do get your point, though. I understand, like, people should thrive for better. Like, I agree with that completely, what you're getting at. But, I mean, it's just
like when you're a kid, you want so much out of life, and then you become an adult, and then it's like you give up on everything.
The thing with that, people are fixated on the idea of agenda set up by others and not their own individual goals.
Is it possible that maybe parents might be a contributor to that?
Of course. Poor
There's
parents preach poor shit.
That's one of them, but people don't like chasing.
I'm sorry,
or they don't have like a certain startup point on where to begin on their own journey. So they follow on others' proclaim, I guess, goals or paths. Like, oh, it's easy. Get 60 credits and become a cop, and you get this 40,000, or a few years later 75,000 salary. Blah 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 blah.
Like, I feel like we just kind of just. I mean, let's not like, not necessarily talk shit about cops. I mean, if you want to be a cop, you want to be like a social worker and be out there and then tell people to fucking stop making noise because of noise complaints. I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. I mean, it's whatever.
No, but it's more about like people. You go into this field because it's
a safe way out.
It's a proven road. It's a road that a bunch of people have already traveled, and you know that if you go down this road, you'll be able to live.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're not going to be rich. You're not going to live like these famous people that you want to live like, but you know that you'll be able to, go on vacations and stuff like that. And you'll be able to maybe get a house if you manage your money right. But you never amount to what you thought you'd amount to when you were a kid, when you actually had dreams.
I mean, I don't know, because like to say I didn't amount to anything that I wanted to do when I was a kid. I mean, well, when you're a kid, you kind of want to be a lot of things. You're still figuring yourself out.
When you're a kid, you want the most out of life.
You want everything when you're a kid.
As you get older, it's like you just want comfort. You don't want to struggle anymore. You want the easiest road that you can find.
I mean, well, sometimes it's, I wouldn't say reality, but a lot of things come into where it's like, oh, I actually have to work at
Like
this.
what happened to like the John Henrys? Hammer your way through a mountain.
You don't have to hammer through anything anymore. Life and society has made things so fucking easy.
Yeah, if that was the case, then your fucking comic would be a huge fucking hit.
I mean, gotta work at it.
Hammer your way through the mountain, and that's the road that you've chosen. And
Yeah,
like
I
I
chose
commend
it.
you for that.
Yeah.
For actually taking this hard road. What I'm saying is people giving up on what they actually want to do, what they want to be.
Which is sad, when people do give up.
Don't be Javi.
What is hobby?
Javi's gonna be in doing what he's doing now forever.
You'd be surprised what I have in store. Oh,
You don't have a store.
you'd be surprised what I have in store then. Oh,
I'll let you know if I am.
all right.
This conversation's going nowhere.
Of course not.
All right, so I guess let's establish a question so we can at least aim for an answer or something to that question.
Why the fuck bitch is stupid?
Why the fuck I'm stupid? Put the stick down.
All right, so Cedro,
sit up
why the
straight
fuck
with
bitch
your,
is stupid?
with your shoulders back,
Yeah,
with
I
confidence, Hav.
I instinctively put mine back once you said sit up straight. I was like,
like, geez, man. Fuck. Tired of you, Javi.
Tired of your ass too,
Shit, man.
bitch.
Crazy.
Nobody cares that you platinum Kingdom Hearts 3.
Nobody cares if you ever try to platinum something. I hate you.
You can't platinum shit on PC games. That's all he plays.
PC games, are you serious? Who is this?
Listen,
what was your question though?
Jesus Christ.
Okay. So I guess to kind of continue from what you're saying, Adam,
There's
I think
still
a
rice.
good question could be,
There's still right.
if someone...
You dropped that.
I'm podcasting with clowns right now. It's crazy. I'm podcasting with clowns.
everybody is individually drunk in their own way.
No one's drunk.
No
That's the
one
thing.
is
No one
drunk.
is drunk.
Maybe Cedro.
From what I've noticed from the
Hey.
producer side, everybody's drunk to
From
me.
the producer's lens.
Anyways,
All right, so like if you want to dive into, people achieving or underachieving, I guess a good question would probably be, does everyone have an individual goal, like my vision of what quote unquote making it could be? And if that's the case, would they is it fuck? This is because this is a very broad topic. Let's try to narrow it down to something. This is interesting. All right, so if someone wants to be a cop, and if that's what they've, just was okay with doing, is it safe to say, all right, maybe in their own mind, in their own world, they've made it? Maybe it's all right, I became a cop, got money, I have enough money to feed my kids. That's it. That's all I need right now.
see if you
It
want,
means they accepted the limitations set to being a cop.
unless they wanted to be a cop from the time they realized, from the time that they came up with what they wanted to do for the rest of their life. Like when they were a kid, I want to be a cop. If that's what you wanted to be from the age of 4, 5,
What?
and then you become that,
But-
then you achieved your goal. That's fine.
fair. That's fair.
But I mean, people are entitled to change their mind.
Yeah, of course you're entitled to change your mind, but most of the time, people have grand aspirations. They have these big ass goals in their mind.
Well, everyone does when they're young.
The thing is that they're actually achievable.
The goals when they're young.
Not while you're young. You're not
No,
gonna be
like-
a 4-year-old and be able to
No. Let's not go that far. Let's go I don't know, you're a teenager, and you're a teenager, and then the class is all right, time to pick a college, pick a profession for college.
Yes.
Right, around that age,
That's the end of it.
Yes, that was the end of my question. Let's just leave it there. Continue what you were saying, but with the mindset of let's say you're in teens.
You're a teenager.
Yeah.
Even before they ask you to pick your pick your profession, like you already have one in mind. You know, the thing is that as you get older, things start to seem, when you get smacked with reality, things start to seem like they're not as doable, not as reachable, and so you start to look for like safe zones that you can go into, things that have already been proven to provide you with a satisfactory quality of life. And you go into those fields because, you know, a bunch of people do it. They live a, you know, decent life and they retire and then they die. Mm-hmm. But they're still able to like pretty much do more or less what they want to do. You know, go on vacation once a year. Go out whenever they want. And that's good enough. But like when you're young, like you want to do like really great things. I'm not saying great like where the world takes notice, but just like great things for yourself. I'm not saying you have to have $1 million either. But you know, you do like picture yourself doing really good things. You're like no kid who's into like cars says, I want a Honda Civic. No, they look at the luxury cars, the super cars. I want that when I get older. I'm going to have that when I get older.
For some reason, I was just thinking, I want that when I get older. But by the time you're that age, there's like a better model than the one that you want.
No, the point is I want a Porsche. I want a Porsche. Okay. You know? And then as they get older, they realize, well, it's not that easy to get a Porsche. You know, to make that much money. So then they start to, they start to downgrade like what they want instead of actually just pushing forward and upping like their conviction to get to where they want to be.
I mean, just life and circumstances usually come into play, and it depends on the mindset and the people around you that tell you things. Because, like, for example, you have a goal. You're a teenager. I want to do this thing. I want to have this type of profession. I want to have this type of career. And then, you know, you try to do it, and I don't know, things come in the way. And then, you know, just shit happens. Like, it's all right. Let's just keep in mind that a lot of this is very situational. Everyone's life is different. Everyone has different situations going on. And maybe the thing you wanted to do when you were a teenager, you probably don't find fun doing when you try it out. Maybe you find joy in doing something else down the road.
And that's fine. That's fine. That's a totally different like scenario. Mm-hmm. It's when you change your course because you no longer believe that you'll be able to achieve what you actually want to do.
And that's what's bothering you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like then you look at that guy, that one, what the fuck was his name again? The Antarctica guy?
Collins O'Brien.
He did something that was not possible. Well, it was looked at as impossible. You know, going on a solo trek across Antarctica. Solo. He did it. First person ever to do it. Why? Because he said he was going to do it.
All right, so I guess from what I'm getting at from what you're trying to say is inspired to have a mindset like that. Is that what you're trying to say?
I'm saying if you want to do something, go after it.
Like what he did.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. That's fair enough. Squid Squad rules for life. You got this guy who wanted to go to Antarctica. He planned it out for a year and he fucking did it. He was determined to it. And I guess advice to listeners that if you have a goal, and if you're really passionate about that goal, go at it full force. Because if some guy can fucking go to Antarctica by himself and get what he wanted out of it done, then whatever you want to do, which is obviously less stressful than going to Antarctica by yourself, like you could be able to do it if you actually concentrate on it.
The main thing, people have to be patient. Because it took him a year of planning to do that whole trip. A year. It wasn't something that he brought up overnight. A year. So it's not something that's easily obtainable overnight. It takes time. Be patient and you get there.
Depending on what it is that you want to do.
Yeah, basically.
All right, so that's our little advice for the day. Cedro,
Yo.
Optimus Prime solo movie. Yay or nay?
I mean, I still haven't seen the Bumblebee movie.
I heard it did pretty good, even
looks
though.
good.
I've heard it did pretty good. I mean, if it did as well, it shouldn't be a surprise that there's going to be follow-ups. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
If Optimus Prime does well, maybe it'll be an Ironhide. Maybe they'll do. Okay, I mean, they're not going to do all that, but
Like, I wouldn't watch Ironhide movie. Fuck that.
Would
why
watch-
not, bro?
would
You
watch the
racist?
Starscream?
Fuck you.
Isn't Ironhide the medic? Or was he the other guy? Who was the medic?
Red Alert.
Red Alert,
No,
yeah.
sorry. Nope, Ratchet.
Yeah, Ratchet was the because he was the ambulance. Okay. All right, so you feel like we're at that age or at that time now where a lot of these shitty movies are going to get like a lot of reboots.
Of course.
What movie would you want to see them redo again from the past?
You know, it's fucked up because the movie that I would want to see a reboot of. Two actually. I would like to see like a reboot of The Mask, but not a comedy reboot,
Like accurate to the comic book, like all violent and
like a
shit.
dark reboot.
Yeah.
But also, I would like to see, but at the same time, I wouldn't like to see a reboot of The Crow.
The sad thing about the Crow is that there's the so-called Crow curse.
Nah.
Every time they've attempted to do another Crow movie, something happens
But it's always
in the
been
making
like a
of it.
different Crow movie. It hasn't been a reboot of the original.
Because the thing is, the Crow comic book, the Crow gets passed down.
That's fine.
Like someone else gets, you know.
See, now, yeah, except to then throw in there. You go back to the original comic book, there wasn't actually a crow.
Oh yeah, there wasn't. So what you're saying is you'd rather want like the original
And so
adaptation.
for the movie, they included that because then they also then did the whole thing that like when the crow got the actual crow was harmed, then you know the guy that came back was he felt it,
Mhm.
which is kind of why I believe they did it because in the comic book, the crow like when he came back to get revenge and stuff, he actually couldn't be stopped. He didn't feel pain. Like he had no weakness. The entire comic book, like it pretty much tells you the story of what happened, like how they die, everything along with it. But when it came to him killing the people responsible, nothing stopped him. It was just like one panel. Yeah, I found this guy. The next panel, he's dead. Like, he couldn't be stopped. So for the movie to give it a different feel, I guess maybe so you can relate to it a little bit more, they added the whole concept of the bird. And that by harming the bird, you harm, you know, the guy.
Okay.
So it to try to do a reboot and then to make it comic book accurate, it completely different. It's, I mean, I feel like a lot of the stuff would be the same. At the same time, feel completely different because then it's unrelatable. I can't relate to this character that is going to accomplish what he wants with nothing getting in his way.
He needs to have a weakness. I heard that
Really couldn't work very well.
they were planning on doing a Crow. Because trust me, there's a Crow script floating around, and they've been trying hard to do it. And they were planning on having Jason Momoa be the Crow.
That'd be pretty badass.
They were planning on having him do the Crow. Whether that's going to happen or not, I don't know. But that was like the latest news I've heard about the Crow reboot. I don't know. It would be nice though to see a Crow. It would be nice to see a Mask.
I would prefer to see the two plumbers
Oh,
reanimated
fuck this
again.
guy.
We're talking about Mario.
Mario and Luigi.
Yeah,
They're doing
I
the
wanna
animated
see
movie.
a actual live CGI Goomba.
How's it
this
live
guy.
and CGI?
You know,
It's
what?
2019. You can make anything
Like in-
happen now.
Warriors of Virtue should come back, dude.
Wow,
I
dude.
watch that. Warriors of Virtues.
The fuck is that?
You don't know Warriors of Virtue?
No.
Warriors.
Yeah, the Warriors of
Oh,
Virtue.
what about a Warriors reboot?
Yeah.
It has to still take place in the 80s.
Yeah, that's fine. But with like new cameras. You know.
That'd be interesting. I'm just afraid that they might overexert it. CG blood. And...
Yeah, it's kind of the world we live in, bro. People are so sensitive. They complain about every little thing. They sort of have to kind of do like CG blood because then if people start complaining that it's too much blood, they just reduce it, edit it out.
That makes sense.
That's why they do. That's why you see more shows now that do it.
It's sad because the practical effects community, they're on a huge decline. They're not making any money anymore. because a lot of these movies don't want to hire them to do practical special effects because everything's all CG because it's cheaper and stuff. But it's like, nah, man, they're losing a good value to a movie, man. Like, for example, like it's so niche now that they have to really like brag that the new Chucky movie is using actual puppeteering. Like, oh, don't worry, it's not CGI. We're actually using a puppet, and we're only using CGI when we need to. Like, they have to let you know that because people are getting tired of CGI, man. Even though, like you said, like, yeah, you know, it's easier because you can edit it out or censor it if needed.
If needed, you can even change things up later, maybe later down the line. It's kind of, this doesn't work as well as I thought it was going to. Let's fix it up, like, you know? Or look at, for an example. I mean, it's not a good example, but when they had to do reshoots for Justice League,
yeah,
and Henry was already working on a different movie, and they wanted him to keep the beard, so they had to CGI the beard out. I mean, it looked terrible, but that's another example of the use of it.
It would have been way cheaper for him to shave it. It cost so much money to CGI that thing. That's why they like the movie like itself, like the money spent to make that movie, they couldn't make it back because they had to spend a couple billion on just CGIing the mustache. It was so hard, but it would have been way cheaper just to shave it. But that's one of the reasons why I just refused to watch that latest Mission Impossible movie, because of that movie. We got a shitty looking Superman, which is funny because it wouldn't have helped the movie anyway because the script was kind of crap. But whatever.
Very true, but wasn't my point.
I mean, yeah, I just want to throw that in there because fuck Mission Impossible, fuck Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Do you guys have any movies you want redone?
Little Shop of Horror.
No, don't touch that. Leave it alone.
Where is the virtue, bro? This guy, man.
No, man. Little Shop of Horror, but keep all the songs. Just give me the actual ending. Where everyone dies. Give me the true ending, Little Shop of Horror, where everyone fucking dies, and then the fucking plant thing brings back, hits its other plant aliens, and they take over the world. That was the original ending to it.
Feed me, Seymour. Right? Right? That's how he says it?
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me.
Javi, we're gonna say Masters of what?
The universe.
Masters of the Universe? They are doing it.
So then I'm complete.
Yeah, they're doing another He-Man movie. Oh, speaking of which, I wanted to tell you guys this. So, remember Masters of the Universe, Javi?
Yes.
Is it just me, or was the plot of Masters of the Universe literally just the same plot as Thor?
Yes.
It's literally the same movie.
Actually, yes.
They're like, how do we do Thor? And they saw Masters of the Universe with Dolph Lundgren. I was like, oh, let's just do that. That's literally the same movie. Damn. We got this strong hero from this magical world who has this magical weapon that he, uses superpowers, and he gets thrown into the real world. And he's all like, oh, shit. Cue credits.
Stupid. So, can we use Kung Fury's song as our new ending song now?
If heaven permits it.
I'm just saying.
Maybe just for this episode.
Yes.
Be badass.
This guy.
It's like, oh my god, we're in Viking times. That explains the laser raptors.
So stupid.
I got your permit right here, my god. If anyone who hasn't seen Kung Fury, I highly recommend watching Kung Fury. It's on YouTube. Just type in Kung Fury and watch it.
What is it, 37 minutes?
Yeah, it's like 37 minutes. It's like a super short movie, but it is ridiculously funny as fuck. Just turn your brain off and just watch it. It's a good time all around. Have a drink, watch with some friends. So fucking good. And David Hasselhoff does the theme song. Don't hassle the Hoff. Even got the distortion audio in the beginning. It's so good. Why is everything all 80s today? We first got the Jesus Christ guy with the 80s shit. Then we got this shit now.
Jesus Christ!
Jesus Christ. Fucking shit.
Well then, we are the Vampire Squid Show.
Invisible Dome, bye.
We're out.
Don't forget to follow the Vampire Squid Show on Stitcher, Instagram, SoundCloud, YouTube, iTunes, and Twitter. Once again, thank you for listening.